Hi. Welcome to our Starfall game. My name is Diamond. I'm your GM, and I'm here with Allison, David, Thomas, Ethan, and Jocelyn, who will be back presently in her square. And we are playing our Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition adventure featuring the Lasers and Liches 2.5 supplement. If you want more information about these, there are links down in the doobly-doo right below us. And we're going to jump into game. So when last we left our protagonists, several of them were just post-battle in the desert with an unconscious sumosaur, and Friendly had delivered information and messages to... Hello, Jocelyn. Had delivered information and messages to his clan. I almost said clubhouse. Maybe we should call it the Winari Clubhouse. Yeah. Enclave Clubhouse, they sound the same, right? And was asked to wait a few hours before he was sent back out. So we're going to pick up with the desert in that case. So for those of you that may have missed parts of this, Sumosaur is currently unconscious, and you just beat 5 giant scorpions in the middle of a desert. We begin exactly where you left off. You are not in combat. What do you do?
I think I have a spell slot left, so I'm gonna go do the healing thing on Sumosaur. I should probably pull up my character sheet.
Probably.
That's a good idea. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. Wait a minute.
Boom, boom,
This
boom.
is the wrong place. This is, I need to go there.
Go to Hoops. So
Boom, boom.
I need to start every game with get into Roll20 and bring up your character sheet. That's what I've learned.
Yeah. Yeah, you do. Oh, Discord is throwing a. Why? Why am I getting so many Discord messages? What?
Character sheet.
Yes, that.
I also cast Cure Wounds on Sumosaurus, since I think right on him.
You were floating back and forth from him, but you weren't on him while he was going down, so that you didn't get scorpions stabbed. You're fluttering in the air.
Allison, is your character Sumosaur or Sumosaurus? Because we keep taking turns.
Yep.
I've noticed it's Sumosaur is the official name.
Sumosaurus was your father? Is that?
Yes.
All right, so you got 2 cure wounds coming at you. I'll roll some dice. What is that? 2d6, 2d4?
8.
I think it's
2d8.
I can't find the flippin' thing.
D8 per level plus caster bonus.
Well, while you're opening your thing, it is, yeah. So, D8 plus spellcasting ability modifier. It's not just per, it's per spell level. There are some that these guys have that change per level. So, whatever level you're casting the spell as, 1d8 plus your spellcasting modifier, which is charisma for Ethan, and what is it for druids? Intelligence? Wisdom.
Wisdom. Okay.
Okay, this is weird. I can't find my.
Yeah, 1d8 plus. I have my spell save DC.
I'm getting a lot of fun echo.
1d8 plus 3 for me.
So, would somebody like to take on the rolling dice for Jocelyn?
Also, so much echo. And
Yeah.
yes.
Okay. Ethan,
Yeah.
Is
It
your-
turns
no.
out I
Is
was
your
in my school
computer-
email. Yes.
is your computer putting sound out through the speakers as well as your headphones?
I do not think so. I will check. Say something.
I am something. I am saying something.
Nope, it's just my headphones. Maybe my headphones are a tad bit too loud.
Maybe.
Is that better?
Let's find out. Well, I can still hear me through someone. I don't know what's happening. It's exciting though.
Everyone else was muted,
Yep.
Okay, there we
so it
go.
was either you or Ethan.
Got this.
Well, I'm talking now. Looks like it's Ethan. I muted you, Ethan. You're getting the echo. Sorry, I muted you. I can do that. I have that power. So move your mouth speaker back to your mouth and away from your... Yeah. See if that works. Huh. Weird. I can't unmute you. You have to unmute yourself. All right.
Is that
So,
better?
yes? Yes. Enormously. Thank you so
Okay.
much. All right.
My bad.
Somebody roll a d8 for Jocelyn. Who would like to pick up rolling
got
dice
it.
for Jocelyn? Yeah?
You don't want my dice, Carmen.
Right. Ethan is
Okay,
going to
so
roll for
D8.
Jocelyn.
Oh, sorry. I hit it. I was hitting it as you said it.
That's all right.
But
In the future,
I
it'll be
rolled
even.
max. No, I didn't. Why did it add 8? It was a roll of a 4. I did something wrong with the button I have set up.
And then Jocelyn, what's your modifier?
Plus 3.
So 7, and then Ethan, you're casting the same spell?
I think I have that one. Yeah, cure wounds. It's a number I have to roll.
It's the exact same spell. You'd be rolling a d8 and adding your charisma modifier.
3 plus 3, that's 6.
All right. So you've got 13 more hit points than you did before, Allison. Sumosaur.
Am I still poisoned?
You are still poisoned.
Oh no.
Sorry.
Can I try another save for that?
Yes. I forgot what the save was. Constitution.
$17?
That is successful.
Hooray.
You were poisoned, but that healing, you kind of, I don't know. You have to go behind the bushes and squat for a bit, and then you will feel significantly better.
Yay.
I say bushes, it's mostly rocks here, but you know what I mean. So Sumosaur awakens, thanks you, and then just one moment and just goes and sidles off, finding a large enough stand of rocks to hide their bulk.
Is it a bad place to take a quick rest and get my spells back?
I mean, it is most of the way through the evening at this point.
Bedtime, anyone?
I hiss out an agreement.
Sumosaur's
What's our immediate objective?
So you are heading north to the Sphinx's location. And Friendly and Freed, we're going to meet you. At this point, it's going to be at least the next day before they meet you.
No, we had a plan to meet up at, because we travel at night, so we set an objective point where
Yes.
I'd be able to hit at dawn with my fly speed.
Oh, that's right, yes. So they're supposed to meet you at dawn at that next location, which is, I mean, this fight didn't take terribly long, you know. It took a few rounds. You are on track if you start hiking now, but you also are probably in no shape to face anything else. So it is up to you all if you would like to continue or stop and hope that Friendly can find you.
How far out is the meeting place?
It was supposed to be at dawn, which is about 4 hours off right now.
Right. How far out is the meeting place?
4 hours of walk away? I'm sorry, I
Four
don't
hour-
have it.
It's 4 hours to walk away, and we're supposed to be there in 4 hours.
Yes.
And everyone else needs to rest.
Yes.
And you're. Thank you.
I vote take like a little while, like a little bit of time, just to do a quick rest and then try to move faster. Like,
You're still picking up my fan?
somewhat, yeah.
Ah, the 21st century.
If there's even just something you can put in between your microphone and it, like a sheet or just any piece of cloth, should baffle it enough.
It's directly behind me. I'm the wall between it and the microphone. Just like every fucking week.
Thanks, Skype.
Are you hearing it now?
It's interesting. It sounds a lot like the ocean, and every time you're not talking, it just becomes a louder ocean. I like how he's a glitch.
Are you hearing it now?
Now we're hearing the air conditioner.
But
But
stay
not-
silent.
Oh,
But
okay.
stay silent for a moment, because what happens is when you go quiet, it rushes up and picks up just that. I think your mic is kind of like looking for it after you speak. So let's see if it's done with that.
We need to get you a pair of headphones, my dear.
I have headphones, but they don't have a microphone.
Yeah, no, we're going to get you a pair of good headphones. It's now a thing that we're all going to do together.
Or just a
Anyway.
lav mic. That'd fix it. Just have it right here.
Well, the audience at home is seeing all of our problem solving. What are you all going to do? Are you going to short rest here and keep going? Are you just going to start going?
I would benefit
Both
from a
me-
rest.
Crab agreed that we should rest. I can't not remember the crab's name at the moment.
Radmir.
Radmir.
I'm bad with names.
Write them down. It
It's
helps.
also a weird name.
I
You
did.
all
Also-
have weird names.
If you put your character's name as your Roll20 name, it'll help other people be able to remember.
Mhm.
Oh, that's a good idea.
It's true. He's
I don't
full of it.
know.
Full of them. I knew what I meant. All right.
Right on both counts.
Are you all resting for like half an hour before you continue?
Something like that, yeah.
All right. Are you just gonna rest right in the like scorpion corpses, or maybe go up some? And Tuesday, you had said that you want to loot some scorpion corpses.
I will spend this time looting corpses and keeping an eye out because I'm still the most combat viable.
It's totally true. Let me roll you what you're. So you find so how are you just looting scorpion corpses for poison? Are you going into their nest? What are you doing?
Is the nest nearby?
That's what the cracked hole in the ground is.
First I'm trying to harvest poison, then I'm checking the nest.
So there are 5 with 5 stingers, and they're all in varying states of disrepair. So roll on roll 20 a 1d5 to see how many stingers you get.
A 1d5?
It'll roll whatever you want on roll 20, so yes. Or if you want dice, you roll a d10 and divide it by 5. Or 2. You know what I meant.
Hey!
What'd you get? What'd you...
5.
Haha! So, magically, you get all 5 of those. Look at you go. You have 5 scorpion stinger sacks.
They go right in a pouch in a separate pouch in my back.
That's gross.
They look like drippy water balloons.
Ew. Are you gonna engage? Are you gonna? Gross. Are you gonna look? Are you gonna look in the nest?
Yeah.
Roll investigation.
Uh, 15.
Okay. You find like 500-ish copper scattered here and there throughout it, and various like bits and bones and bobs, and a small fabric bag that has 50 silver in it.
A tall fabric bag.
Small.
Small fabric bag. I return to the group and tell them all about the gold.
And not about the poison.
Or the silver.
All right. It's silver, yeah. All right.
I owe these people nothing yet.
What?
I owe these people nothing so far. Look, I found this gold!
I mean silver, probably.
No.
Someone write down with that. I'm not keeping track of what silver y'all, what coins y'all have. So.
I picked up the. Well, no, I'm resting. I don't. Can I move while I'm resting?
Not if you're actually gonna rest.
Okay.
Short rest is kind of like taking a lunch, but long rest, you're out.
I mean, can you move around and wander around? Sure, but you're not gonna be searching bodies during a short rest.
Oh no.
You can have a conversation.
I was gonna go grab the copper.
You don't know that it's there.
Didn't he just tell us?
Nope. He said, "Here's a bag of silver."
Mm.
She.
No, she didn't.
Oh.
Here's a bag of gold.
Oh.
I was very clear about this. They don't know about the silver.
For some reason, there is no gold. That's why I'm confused.
I thought you said I found gold first.
No, copper. About
Copper.
500 copper.
Okay, I found some copper.
All right, thank you. Now we are all oriented to what happened. Excellent.
Yeah, the silver there, they don't know it exists.
Yeah, cool. Glad we're there.
Bad news, they only had some copper. Here you go.
It's like 500. that's heavy. You can throw things with that. And it's not all one denomination or anything. This is clearly delicious food.
I tell them to divide amongst themselves. I don't want to bother carrying it.
All right.
How generous.
The group
Mhm.
rests in the corpses
Thanks.
of so many scorpions. Friendly. Doing anything before you leave?
Am I alone in my superior's office?
You have left your superior's. Sorry, we didn't pick up exactly at the same time for you. You have left your superior's office. Remember, you still have a role to give to Petunia. If you want to.
To give to Petunia?
The prophetess that the merchant wanted you to. The wizard. Was he a wizard?
Right, the scroll. Got it.
Yes. I decided her name is Petunia because that is a great name. You
If
don't
I
know her
pick up
as
money, how do I carry it?
you. I don't know. How would you?
I don't know. I thought of this.
Yeah. If you don't know her as a prophetess, you do know her as a surprisingly ancient Wanari.
I need to go put the birds to bed. I'll be back in a moment.
Okay,
Sorry
mute
for
yourself while
interrupting you.
you're gone.
The birth to bed?
Birds.
I heard birth.
I'm gonna go ahead and mute Ethan for us.
I'm gonna
There.
mute myself and go get snacks.
Okay. uh, I keep making a joke about two teenagers with ADHD, and it's coming to bite me in the tuchus.
You are correct that I have ADHD.
I know. Anyway.
Oh, we know.
um, she is a elder Wanari who is ancient enough, like that. She's sort of immune from the multi-clan conflict. Everyone, either they respect her or they don't really think about her, but wiser Wanari tend to heed her words. She's lived long enough to know a lot of things. So you are not alone in your superior's office space because no, but
I have no need of short rests. It's a run all day thing, and I'm still fasting.
Okay.
Same day, uh, dawn to dawn. So yeah, I'll go immediately.
he asked you to wait a couple hours. Wait, you're going where immediately?
I don't have that much time, and I don't care what he said. I appreciate that he wants me to go slow. That's not the trip I have, and I'm not like otherwise I get caught in the sun, and that's how you get fucked in the desert. So no.
Okay. Are you delivering? Are you gonna go speak to Petunia, or you're just heading back to the?
Immediately go speak to Petunia.
Okay.
And ASAP. Then I'm out. I had less than an hour scheduled in the middle if I'm gonna get there and have my boots.
Okay.
Like my boots have a limited amount of time.
Okay. So she is. What time of the day at night are we? Okay. She is just actually about to go to bed, so that's where we're at. You can easily find her. You know exactly where she's at. She's got her own sort of outside setup. She doesn't want to sleep in the caves. So she's got her own outside sort of tent set up that's underneath some bushy half trees, so it's not easily seen from the air. You can go to her.
Cool. I will inspect the scroll, not like try to read it, but I want to make sure it's not trapped.
Roll dice. Was that going to be investigation?
Sure. Is that one of the many things I get advantage on from knowledge? I hope so, because I rolled a 1. Let's see.
Go away, bug.
Nope. Okay. Yep. So that's a total of 5.
As far as you can tell, it's absolutely just a scroll with a wax seal.
Great. Not my job. Not my job to save her life anyway. Just making sure if it's coming from me, I've at least checked it over and can say I didn't find anything under a zone
Okay.
of truth.
I assume you approach and like knock on the tent flap or something equivalent.
Yeah, I do the probably the equivalent of sort of like a dog growl throat clearing, sort of like
Oh, who's there?
courier.
Courier. Courier.
Courier who?
Name of
Friendly.
friendly?
You are so much more than just a courier.
Not at this moment, ma'am. Message for you.
Oh, where did it come from?
What's my superior's name?
This isn't from him, but I forgot already. Shit. What name did I say last week? Anyone?
I don't see it in the notes.
Like Sam or something?
I wasn't here. I can't help on this matter.
Nope.
No.
We'll call him Sam. He'll be Sam for right now.
I'll just
Scrap!
say
His name was Scrapper.
Scrap. Elder Scrap.
He sends me a message as a scroll?
No, I think it was. He told me it was some other piece of knowledge or what. I can't remember how he phrased it.
Thomas, just for me checking, are you actively lying to her or did you forget?
I forgot.
Okay, it came from the wizard in the town.
Oh, yeah.
Dry Spit.
Oh, right. Sorry. Yep, that was me getting that confused.
That's okay.
Back in Dry Spit. Wizard asked me to pass it along.
Oh. What was your sense of him?
Seemed sincere.
She cracks the wax. Go ahead.
I didn't put him to any sort of serious question, if that's what you mean.
She cracks the wax seal and unrolls it. Will you be going back there? Or do I need to send someone else with a response?
It's not on my itinerary currently, but if you could make it worthwhile for my companions, they'd probably make a diversion.
Oh, it's...
I'm happy to do the favor, but I'm traveling incognito with a group.
No, I think that this will be better just with someone along the way. What are you doing with your group?
Lying!
We intercepted a map from the Salvation that included the location of perhaps a Sphinx cub that they were hoping to use to leverage the Sphinx.
As you say salvation, her ears perk up. And as you say Sphinx, like cub, she gets sort of an angry-ish flattened ear thing going on.
That's appropriate.
So
I have intercepted their couriers and foiled the information from them. Now I'm off to make sure they can't leverage the cub.
The Sphinx has a cub? Have you ever met her?
No.
She has wanted a cub for a long time, so says the desert. That could make her dangerous indeed.
I would rather harness it than face it.
When do you expect to get to her location?
The mark on the map was the cub, right?
The mark on the map was just an eagle's head.
Okay.
And
Well,
you had a previous mind reading where they said the Sphinx. The rest of that's conjecture, mostly.
got it. I think I also did a mind reading on the orcs as well.
Yeah, they weren't thinking about it. They were thinking about how they were going to go party or something.
Right. Okay. Well, the information that was supposed to be passed along marked a location. I'm not sure what'll be there, but that's why someone has to go.
None of those things were answering my question. When do you think you're going to get there?
Someone in the next 2 days.
She grabs your hand and pats it very grandmotherly and says, "I will say prayers for you, my dear, that you may return safely to our enclave, clubhouse."
I'll send them to the code, and I'm sure they will reach me.
Absolutely. Do you need anything before you go? This is a possibly dangerous venture.
That's true. Anything you can offer, I would take.
That's too
I'm not
vague for an old lady. Be precise.
That thing and one of the no. Do I know if she's a spellcaster?
She's not, as far as you know, a spellcaster, although she might. I don't know exactly how the Winari's language would be around this, but she might be like an herbalist, woods witch kind of character.
Okay.
So not a spellcaster, but does magic. Has really high medicine rolls.
Whatever potions you have laying around, I've heard you keep a few in the cupboards.
Always.
She's a code apothecary.
Yeah. So she, grumbles up and complains about, joints aching, like, we'll just over here and a little of this, and glasses rattle and what have you. And she gives you what are functionally 3 cure-alls. So it's 3 potions. This is she calls them cure-alls. What they do in game is they're going to do a 2d8 of healing. They're going to cure any statuses.
Sweet. Put that on. And how many, you said?
3.
You're all times 3.
And she also gives you a piece of fabric that is soaked in a herbal something that is wrapped in a piece of oilcloth, and says, "Here, sweetie. So if you or anyone else can wrap this over your eyes and leave it on for a couple hours. After that, you will be able to see through things."
Very useful.
Functionally, it's a one-use true sight.
Sweet. Thank you, grandmother.
Absolutely.
Before I leave, the Salvation were about to intercept the location of this camp. I stopped that. I'm sure they'll try again. The orcs that patrol the roads and travel the desert, their band was willing to sell us out. I also read the minds of the Salvation before I put them down, and there is a traitor in our midst. I'm certain it's not you, right, grandmother? And I'll do a quick insight check.
She's just giving you a like, oh, you must be playing, ridiculous man kind of face.
Right.
What's your check?
It came out to a total of crap. Insight. So 10.
She seems earnest.
Okay. Right. Oh, look, still old.
Wrinkles on a wolf face.
I've passed along this information to Scrap. You are my safety system for that. If Scrap is the traitor and he attempts to douse this knowledge, then I'll know something he doesn't, and that is that there is a second source. I appreciate you inadvertently being that for me.
I will
Have a good night.
probably not sleep for some time. Thank you for this information.
I'll do a quick code blessing on her door, and then out.
And things happen.
Right.
Group.
Start. And then I'm out, poof, gone.
As you're focusing on leaving, roll a perception.
It's gonna be like that all night, isn't it? 11.
Out you go.
Mhm.
The group that is now rested for half an hour. You are continuing forward.
Oh, does Rook get a perception check?
Oh, if you tell him to, but
Nice.
I don't know why you wouldn't. Well, yeah, no, he's
He
flying
just-
with you, right?
He just flies around me.
Yeah. Rook can get a perception test.
Rook got the same roll, but his I'm not sure was better than me. Raven, that is.
I like the
Perception.
sumo sword just has a cat tail.
No, also a 10. Never mind.
Same result. All right, group heading north.
Yes, this time, instead of going to Sumosaurus' shoulder, I go to Tuesday's shoulder.
Haha!
Tuesday, you've gained a snake friend.
I tolerate it.
What's your marching order?
Me scouting ahead.
Okay.
I'll go first. Beyond, but not the scout, but I'll go ahead of the main party.
Okay. Radmir, you're muted. Radmir, you are muted. You have to unmute yourself.
Now can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay. I am behind Sumosaur, I guess.
Are you still lighting up night with red light?
No. I
Okay.
don't want to be left all alone this time.
And Empress, you are, I guess, scouting with Tuesday.
Whether you like it or not.
Excellent.
I chose
Wait.
you in Sumosaurus.
I'm not able to see, so does somebody have a rope they can pull me around with? I don't know.
Are you sure it doesn't say that you have blind sight on there?
I mean, I can't see in the dark. I don't have low light vision or anything like that.
Blind sight is.
See in the dark.
Although I think it ends at the radius, so after that, it's just dark.
Yeah. Giant crab. I'm double checking. All his general things.
Blind sight is you don't actually see. It's like Daredevil vision.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
It's the-
you have blind sight for 30 feet.
so I can't see anything past 30 feet?
A creature with blind sight can perceive its surroundings without relying on sight within a specific radius. Creatures without eyes, such as oozes, and creatures with echolocation or heightened senses, such as bats and true dragons, have this sense. It's literally all it says. It's great. You have blind sight because you're a crab and you live on the bottom of the ocean sometimes.
Blind
is
sight
no
is
light.
fantastic. You can actually see better than the rest of us within 30 feet.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I have dark vision, and you see better than I do within 30 feet.
Maybe I should go first then.
Good luck with that.
But after 30 feet is the problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so you got about 4 more hours to travel. Everyone who's putting their feet on the ground, make a survival check.
That's not ominous at all.
7 plus something or other, I think.
I got
19.
6.
Tuesday?
19.
Thank you. I didn't quite hear you the first time.
7.
All right. Tuesday, you managed to sidestep a significant ravine. And both of you, are you going to warn your behind yous?
Yeah.
So both of you
Yes.
can roll that again to see if you can not. I mean, I don't know what you're doing. I don't want to presume.
I'm being the scout.
Okay, yeah. So the ground just seems to suddenly disappear underneath you, and you do that kitty cat leap back out of midair thing. It's very dramatic. Yeah.
It's what it actually is my body in general doesn't move. I just lift off the ground.
Yeah, exactly.
Like still in a standing position and no!
Radmir and Sumosaur, you can both roll that again.
4, even worse.
12.
Sumosaur, you managed to, with your warning, you're able to see it and move out of time. 6 was your total?
4.
No, before that it was 6. This is advantage.
7.
Making it better. All right. You start sliding down it. You scrabble halfway, and you are briefly stuck with that, like, your crab belly is stuck on the edge of something, and you're madly scrabbling, but you're able to push yourself back up out of it, mostly because you knew it was coming and have better sight than the scout does.
Okay.
Otherwise, there would have been falling
Yeah.
damage, boy. Empress is in no danger the whole time.
As Tuesday does the cat leap thing, I jump. I essentially go straight into the air and go like a mad hiss, like what the hell?
Well, I mean, you're the one who's riding on a cat.
There was a
I know. This does not mean I expected this.
David?
And my face, because I was so startled, are dripping poison.
There was a hole. I avoided it.
I get that. Does not mean you did not startle the snake.
No, he's saying that in character to your character.
Yeah. You're glaring
I
at
look at-
Tuesday, and Tuesday says there was a hole. I avoided it.
She looks at Tuesday and is like, okay, I'm
What is that?
sorry. I didn't deal with startles very well. And then slowly goes back around Tuesday's neck, like shaking still in.
I
She's
just-
still shaking. It's still shaking a bit. But
I just
poison
look
is no
at-
longer.
I just look at her and go, it's going to happen again.
She says, well, I know to expect it with you now this time, now don't I?
I don't know why you didn't before. And I just keep walking.
Just like
Hung
cats,
around.
cat and snake sassing each other makes my heart happy. Just so you guys know.
What?
And I look.
Diamond, I didn't hear a word of that.
Cat and snake sassing each other makes my heart happy. Just so you know.
I'm not even sassing her. I'm being very straightforward of like, there was a hole. I jumped
I
away.
slipped.
Yeah, but I'm asking you.
And because they're doing this sassing as they walk, they miss Radmir's slip and sliding almost into the hole, but he makes it out.
And I just go look up to her and say, I've never hung out with a kitty cat before. I don't know any kitty cats, awakened or not.
I'm not a cat, I'm a tabaxi.
Yeah.
I'm a humanoid. I'm 6 feet tall. I walk on hind legs. I have an apartment. I'm not a cat.
She shrugs and is like, she snake shrugs and is like, well, you have to.
I am no more a cat than you are a worm, and I keep walking.
She blinks and is like, touche, touche.
You can't
And
blink. You
then
don't have eyelids.
Yeah, you physically can't blink.
She does the thing equivalent of blinking.
You'd have to like lift part of your body up to like.
Druid craft a little like flower petal or leaf eyelid to just go bloop and then let it go away.
That is what I do. That is what I do.
It's the druid equivalent to drawing your eyebrows on.
Exactly. Only I do.
Are they walking while doing this?
Yep.
Yeah,
Yes.
I have not stopped.
Okay.
I am scouting while this snake is trying to give me shit. I am passively paying attention to her while I keep a lookout for more death traps.
All right.
Empress Sarah now decides she likes Tuesday very, very much.
I get that a lot.
Not just tolerates her, likes her.
All right. So, Ethan, what were you trying to say?
While they're arguing or whatever, I'm going to look very intently at my doorknob while walking.
And is that how you end up in the ground?
Yeah.
Okay. Don't worry, you make it out. So, with various characters sassing, you all successfully make it to the rendezvous point that is on the map that I don't remember if you all copied it or how exactly that worked, but you made it to the rendezvous point, and it is not quite yet dawn. You, in fact, made it a little bit ahead of time. Look at you go.
And now we can take a little bit more of a break.
I'm gonna go look for something shiny, anything shiny.
You guys want to set up the Sumosaur? I
Give
think
me
it's
a minute.
mostly on you. Are you putting up the nighttime fortress?
Yeah, if we're ready to rest for the night or for the day, depending on our travel plans, yeah, I'll set it up. Or is that where we're at?
Yeah.
All right, let's do it. Instant
Ethan?
fortress.
Radmir, you were looking for something shiny.
Yeah, roll
Roll
d20.
investigation. Or perception. I'll take either.
19.
You successfully find something shiny. It's a rock.
Okay. I put it
Yay!
in my helmet.
You
My
find a shiny.
helmet's like my backpack.
You find a shiny rock. Good job.
Cool.
Wait, how big is it?
Ugh, my rocks are over there. Nah.
Okay.
It's like clearly got like mica in it, sparkly. In
Okay.
the cube moonlight. Hold on. I don't know if the moon is a cube or not, but I kind of want it to be. So I guess
I
it
named
is.
the rock Timmy.
Don't
Yeah.
lose it. You named it. All right. Friendly. You arrive overhead, I suppose. Are you going to be flying at the rendezvous point?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. I walk for an hour in the middle, but I fly on the way out so I can have Rook watch my 6. When I walk, I'm going to take 15 minutes and use my Blessing of Knowledge to give me stealth proficiency and hide and check for a tail. And then finish the trip.
Okay, so you want to roll. Jesus. Is that gonna? That's just perception to see if you have a tail, versus a deception. Okay.
Yeah, maybe investigation.
I'll
I
take
don't know.
either.
Your call.
You'll get different answers. I'll take either.
I think they're the same. So
Oh, well then. You just tell me
let's-
which one you'd prefer.
perception 14.
All right. You. How far away are you
Oh,
from the
and
enclave at
also-
this point? This is about halfway. 2 hours.
And Rook, I guess, is busy.
That's an old
This
Chinese
would be
elf.
about an hour and a half.
Okay. You note you take that 15 minutes. Nothing is directly behind you. Nothing flies overhead, but you
Okay.
do see a dust cloud, to the east, and you can really just tell because it seems to be blotting out the stars a little bit.
Okay.
No idea if it's a sandstorm or a what, and it's much further east than than the enclave is.
Got it.
Okay. If you're gonna walk for an hour, I also need you to make a survival check. You have advantage.
That will be a 16.
Guess who successfully skips a nest of scorpion babies? It's you.
It's cool they couldn't fly anyway.
Yeah. So, with no other issues, unless you're doing anything else, you take off and you meet them at the. All right. And you meet them at the rendezvous point, or rather, you see the fortress and a giant crab outside. Radmir's outside, digging through various rocks, and holds up one as you arrive.
Good find.
I named it Timmy.
How does it feel about that?
I don't know. It doesn't get a choice.
All right.
Timmy meets Skinny.
Oh yeah, right. Skinny has continued following you. Forgot to say that.
Yay.
But yeah.
I kinda shake Timmy around, pretending it's talking, but I'm actually talking like, "Hi, Skinny." I don't know.
The cat is
I don't know.
nonplussed.
Friendly just lets it pass, and we'll file that away for later.
And then
Everything, knock on the door. Everybody else make it all right, or did they die and you looted their stuff?
Sadly, I haven't looted their stuff. I think they're alive still. They should be.
I'm gonna remember that too. And then and then headed, just knock on the door.
There's a knock at the door.
Intruder, kill it.
Open up, or the crab gets it.
Like, wait a minute, what?
What's your second offer?
You get the crab.
I open the door.
Good to see you made it Tuesday. Everybody safe?
Yeah.
Great.
Is your friend with you?
Friendly got sent on a different errand. He was needed at home.
And you all have a moment to chat with each other and catch each other up while I mute myself and walk away for a second. BRB. Everybody catch each other up on what you're doing and what's going on next.
Wait.
You are a day away from the sigil on the map.
Wait, Thomas. Which one stayed behind?
Freed.
Freed. Okay. You just said friendly.
Oh.
Wait, what?
Sorry.
I
No, the
excitedly,
friendly.
I excitedly tell Friendly about me falling into a ravine.
Adventure knows no bounds.
Empress
yeah.
with flower eyelids blinks and is just like, I'm gonna go to sleep. And curls up on Tuesday's shoulder, just like, I'm tired. It's night. It's cold.
Looks like you've all had a long day.
It's actually morning, like duskish, I think.
Right. A long night. A long time flip.
A long portion.
I have plenty of magic left before I rest. If anyone could use healing.
I point my claw towards Sumosaur. They might need it.
I am low on. I did take quite a thrashing today.
I heard. You fought off the poison though.
Yes, took me under a couple times, but I managed it eventually.
All right.
Quiet, Nola.
In that case, I will. Yeah, I'll hit you with. We'll start with a second level heal. So that's 6 hit point, or no, 2d8 at a second level. So that's 7, 11, 12 hit points. No, 11 hit points.
Eat. Thank you.
Anybody else need a little bit just to make sure you're in full shape before or in the morning?
Did Empress get hit at all?
No.
You tell me.
No, she wasn't there for the last part of it.
I wasn't there. That's why I'm asking.
No, but you have all. You really do need a long rest before you have any spells left.
Okay, so I am currently curled up on Tuesday's shoulder and taking a long rest.
I'll plop myself in the most inconvenient spot in the fortress and take a long rest there.
He's sleeping in the ramen. Is anyone doing anything before you rest? Otherwise, we're just gonna go through you rest.
Oh, I tuck in Timmy.
I skillfully maneuver so Empress doesn't know that I've actually set her down. Like, wait till she falls asleep and like dip, curve
You just slide her off you like a plate.
onto someplace very comfortable, but in the most like
How
swap kind of motion possible.
do you want to do this with acrobatics, or do you want to do it with?
Let's see. Yeah, let's
stealth?
say acrobatics.
Okay.
Natural 20.
Ew, where's my 20 thing? You were absolutely successful at that. Also, you rolled 20. Yeah.
I would hope so.
So yeah, you were successful at that, and she doesn't notice a thing. The night passes without incident. Cry. Yes, I had to double check there. The night passes without incident. And Skinny is sleeping on your chest, Sumosaur, if you will let
Absolutely.
it. And it will be dawn. Wait, I'm sorry, other way around. The day passes without incident. And you awaken close to sunset. You're within a couple hours of sunset. Everyone has successfully completed a long rest. Get back your spell slots, and you can roll hit dice if you need to.
I'm thirsty.
So is Timmy.
All right. Anything before you set out?
As I wake up, I do a snake-like stretch. I'm just like, ah! And then I notice I'm not on Tuesday's shoulders, and I'm like, oh, she must have set me down. And then I get back on her shoulders.
I am specifically on the opposite side of the room, just like.
Empress
I
is a
wake
little
up.
perturbed, but she goes to Friendly's shoulders simply because I think he's the nearest person to her. Okay, never mind. She goes to the closest person to her shoulders.
It can be friendly.
Okay, then it's Friendly. He gets a snake friend.
You have a snake friend.
Oh, am I supposed to see something other than the home screen or the Starfall screen?
No,
Oh.
not yet.
Okay.
He won't fight it, but he will just like, as an aside to Empress in a very low voice. It's traditional amongst humanoids to ask before you invade their space. Any amount of touching tends to be personal. Not sure how it is amongst yours. It'll help for later. I didn't mind that.
She blinks with her flower eyelids because, yes, she still has her flower eyelids because I find it hilarious.
It's Druidcraft. You just can't trip those up whenever.
Yeah.
She blinks her flower eyelids and is like, oh, good to know. Thank you for informing me.
I like to
Most
help.
of my companions are touchy-feely, and when they are, they just come right up to me. So I thought it was normal. Sorry.
It's because they don't respect you.
Empress blinks and is just like, they're
It's a sign of
animals.
respect to ask for consent.
She blinks again and is just like, yeah, okay.
We'll help them learn, you and I.
We found the episode title.
I'm
Goodness
dying
gracious.
here.
All right. If there are no other shenanigans, are you guys going to head out? Are you going to wait until it's night to head out, or are you going to head out in the last light of day?
We take advantage of what light we got, right? I mean,
Yeah.
we're not all dark visiony.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Marching order is
You.
scouting,
Including me.
Sumasaur, Friendly, Radmir.
I can also provide us with light.
Well, we also figured out the crab has blind sight, so.
I don't. I mean, I can get by just fine on starlight, and when I fly, that's not a big deal.
I put my little rock, Timmy, in a nook in my shell so he has a place to sit. And yeah, I'm ready. Oh, I load my crossbow. Just 'cause, why not?
Preparations. All right. Everyone head out. And out you go. David,
A
what?
creature with no thumbs or fingers is walking behind me carrying a loaded crossbow.
Yep.
Oh, it's a modified crossbow. I
It
have
would have
it.
to be, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Yes, though. That is a correct statement.
Yeah, that's comfy.
All right. So, you leave out during part of the daylight. It feels like a whole different desert in the daylight. Those of you who haven't been spending a lot of time traveling through the desert and are really just used to this night, like even in this golden hour light, it is fascinating how many things seem to be alive in a desert. If you believed a desert to be dead and empty, just a little bit of perception around you, and there are birds and bugs and various lizards and chitinous things just everywhere. And the more you look, the more life you see, because deserts. And with the inevitability of time, the sun sinks below the horizon, leaving that weird wall of flame for a while off in the distance. Makes it a little hard to see exactly what's going on in front of you, so first survival check. Those of you who have been traveling, the two of you that have been traveling in the desert for a bit, you get advantage.
I think I'm one as well because I live in the desert.
Huh? Now.
22.
11.
19.
Sumasaur?
Rolling survival.
Yeah.
9.
9.
I meant for finer things.
It's true. Mostly through the intervention and warning of Tuesday, and probably some additional information from Friendly, you all managed to dodge the teddy bear cactus that's trying to eat you in the path, are able to go around it. But Sumosaur, your proprioception wasn't as great as you thought it was going to be. So you bumped part of it with your ankle, and you're going to take a small amount of damage that I have to roll here, and you're going to have to pull a teddy bear cactus out of your ankle. It's just 3 damage. 3 piercing.
That's what I get for interrupting the teddy bear picnic.
So it's a ball cactus that is now in your foot, so... And it hurts.
I don't like it.
Guys, gonna...
I think Empress gets advantage as well on survival because she lives in the desert.
You didn't actually have to roll, mostly because you're not walking.
Okay.
If you were on the ground, that would be a different story.
Yeah.
I
I'm
asked
just saying, like,
Sumosaur.
whenever I'm flying or on the ground, I think she gets advantage as well.
Radmir?
I asked Sumosaur if they want help pulling out that cactus because I don't have skin, so it won't really puncture me the same.
Yes, please.
I say this is gonna hurt a bit, and as I say that, I pull it out.
Roll a strength check. We're getting coyote up in here.
5 plus 1, 6.
You were able to pull it out, and Sumosaur, I don't know what you need to roll to not scream. Or you can just scream, because holy smokes, that hurts.
Ah!
And you
You know what I
somehow...
found out today? That the Jurassic Park, that the sounds the dinosaurs made in Jurassic Park were actually, it was turtles mating. That's where they got like the sounds for the dinosaurs.
That was one of the sources.
So that's one of the sources.
But the funniest one.
Oh, have you guys
Yes.
seen Have you guys seen what is it, Jurassic Park trailer? But it's Gordon Ramsay yelling.
Yes,
Yeah.
your mom has shown me.
I
At least
showed it
twice.
to Mom. I
All right,
showed
well,
it to
she's
Mom.
shown me at least twice.
There's also Jurassic Park, but they're all Owen Wilson saying "Wow."
That sounds brilliant.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
It just hurt a little bit, Sumosaur. You're only bleeding a little bit. It's fine. And you all
It's
successfully
fine, I'm
make
fine.
it most of the way through the desert. Hey, Jocelyn? We're gonna be at a pause point very shortly. I don't know if she can hear me. You successfully make it in the evening through the desert, and it is not quite sunrise yet when you come upon a the landscape goes from being this sort of rumpy-ish flat that it's been to being a smoother up that goes into a sheer wall and extends pretty much as far as you can see around. Like, you can't see the other side of it, but you can see that it goes a significant distance. And there appears to be a gap in this wall where most of you can fit through.
We're basically at the bottom of a cliff.
It would look that way from your perspective, yes.
Yeah.
But it is
We've walked up to the bottom of a cliffside.
smooth hill. There we go. Smooth hill and then sheer. So there's a hill up to it, but yes. And there's a gap in there that's about a single humanoid wide.
How high up is the plateau?
The top of the wall is going to be about 20 feet.
I climb up there.
Climbing check.
Alright, that's athletics.
And a tool check if you have it, but yeah.
22. And I have a climb speed, just in general.
Okay, yeah. Thank you. It was still rock anyway. So as soon as you pop your head over the edge, you realize this is not a cliff. This is a depression. It looks for all the world like something hit in the middle and the earth became molten and was pushed up sheer.
So
and it is
the party is standing on the outside of a crater.
Yes.
Gotcha. I climb back down and say, it's a crater.
In the center of so it's all mostly clean except for a couple of areas of brush. Some of it seems almost glassy, except for right in the center, there's this sort of enormous mass of boulders.
Oh, from my perspective, did I see where the crevice might have led out to?
It just goes to the other side of and then it starts going down inside.
So it's definitely an open path, not a dead end.
It, in fact, even looks like it's a path that somebody else might have walked at some point.
Okay, that was the main thing I was checking.
You also, that crevice, Radmir is not going to be able to fit through it.
Okay.
And with that, we're going to pause this episode. Thank you all so much for watching. If you want to see what's in that crater, you should definitely watch the next episode, which should be uploaded right after this episode, so you can watch them back to back. Thank you for watching our Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition adventure. I'd love to see some subscribes or some questions or some cheering or some suggestions, whatever else you got out there. Until we see you next, have a good game.
Tell Timmy you love him.
Even if you're